Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Chelsea have defeated Newcastle 2-1 in what was one of the best games this season, if I'm being very honest with you. What a good game of football that was. A two top side really going at it, and trying to outsmart each other, trying to outscore each other. It was a really good game to watch. So let's get into it. I expected a game like this, like everybody expected. Both these teams really like to go at it. Both these teams really like to play attacking football, and that's what happened. Like none of them were gonna just sit back or let the other team have their fun. Both went at it. A lot of chances were created. It was possession was evenly matched. Both teams had their fair share of chances, fair share of shots at goal, and it was the sort of a game. I just think that Chelsea got ahead. Got the win just courtesy of the home advantage, if I'm being very honest with you. I think if that game is played at St James's Park, Newcastle win that game. That's how close that game was. Like it was really fun to watch, and watching the game with a Chelsea fan, it was even better, if I'm being very honest with you. Chelsea, they get ahead, they get that first goal. I think that was a silly goal to concede for Newcastle. A good counter attack, and that kid Cole Palmer, again, he is involved. He plays that long ball towards Pedro Neto on the left hand side. He makes the run, crosses it in, and Nicholas Jackson very easily gets the first goal. It becomes 1-0, but credit to Newcastle. They really did not held back. They did not, their heads did not go down, and they continue to attack and persist and try to make their chances, try to make their case, and it came off, and they go ahead and they get the equalizer courtesy of Isaac on the back post. Crosses ball comes in, and he taps it in, and it's 1-1. And then a lot of good chances. I would say Chelsea had a bit better chances. Neto came close, Medwiki came close, so like a couple of good chances. Newcastle, even though they created good chances, I would say that their chances were not really that threatening, but they were consistently in the game. But then again, the superstar, the main guy for Chelsea, who is an amazing player. I keep on saying like that he is the guy that is gonna lead the supposed charge of Chelsea's comeback to the rise. Cole Palmer, he comes again, he gets the ball, the way he moves so easily, so effortlessly, takes the shot, and I would say the keeper should save it. It is on his right hand, on his near corner. He should be able to save that, but he's not able to save it, and Palmer puts Chelsea 2-1 ahead. And even then, after that, Newcastle had good chances to equalize, but Chelsea somehow, some way kept them out, and they got the 3 points. It is very important a win for Chelsea, because they had lost last weekend against Liverpool, which was a game similar to this. That was and that is why I'm saying that Chelsea, if they would have been an away team, they would have lost. Liverpool last weekend were the home side, and they won the game. And today it was Chelsea were the home side, and they just got away. I think the home advantage really helped them to push them over the line, and they will be really happy. And it was important, as I said, they lost last weekend. It was important for them to get the win, to stay in the a close proximity of the teams around them in the top four. Manchester City won yesterday. Aston Villa already won, so Chelsea really don't want to stray away from them, and they know that Liverpool and Arsenal are playing next in about 15 minutes, so they know how important this win was, because probably one of them is gonna draw points, if not both of them, because my prediction is 2-2. I've predicted that. I think it will be a very close game. So Chelsea knew how important this win was. It keeps them close to the teams at the in the Champions League places, and they would like to be remain as close to them as possible. So it was very important for them, and they got the win. Newcastle, on the other hand, now the thing is, Newcastle are really interesting case. People often people see them as the team that in that top 10 area, where maybe they are gonna get into Europe, and every time the talks they are always involved in these talks. But the thing is, if you look at Newcastle's season consistently, they are not really performing that good, and every weekend they are not really consistent. They win some, then they draw, then they lose, and it has been happening since the start of the season. And when you are making predictions, sometimes you have this thinking or in your head that Newcastle finished in the Champions League places a couple of seasons ago, and this is this year might be the one where they make their return, and then that's how you make your prediction. But if you really look at how they are playing, they've not been really that good. It was a good game. It was a good performance from Eddie Howe and his team. This weekend, but they lost the game, and that has been a sort of a trend. Whenever they are away, it has been a really a bad performance from them. Or whenever they are away, I think they are not really winning their away games, and that is a big problem if you really want to get back into those Champions League places. Because as they keep on saying, there are so many teams. So for example, City, Arsenal, United, Liverpool, Chelsea. I said United, but they are but they are considered to be the one of the teams that really want to go there. So currently you have City, you have Liverpool, Arsenal, Villa, Chelsea, Forest are up there at the moment, but of course they are not really included in those talks. But then you have your Spurs who lost today. You have Manchester United and Newcastle are one of the teams that are being discussed. West Ham were one of the teams that people really thought they were going to be up there, but their season has not really been good. There, Brighton are there, so you have so many teams up there. And teams like Brighton and teams like Forest, they are winning the games which nobody really thinks that they would have won. Like Newcastle have now lost two important games to two teams who are very close to them. They lost to Brighton last weekend. They have lost to Chelsea at this weekend. So it is now becoming a really big problem for them. And in my opinion, the hopes of them getting into those Champions League places or in those European places are slowly getting a lower and a lower. They might even they might make a turn around and get back into those Champions League places, because as they keep on saying, that points difference and how tight the league is, one bad result and one good result for your opponent team, and the places are going to switch just like that. So it is very tight at the moment. But Newcastle are really struggling at the moment. Two defeats since the international break and against two rivals. Eddie Howe really needs to sort things out, because they now have, I think, Arsenal in next weekend or a week after that. So that's another big game that they really would be wondering that they really would want to win. It will be a very tough game for them. So if, let's say, if they lost that Arsenal game, then it's really bad for them. So yeah, it is not really looking good for Newcastle, and Eddie Howe really need to do something very quickly. So it was not a really a good day for them. Great performance, not the result that they would hope, but they would hope that they can forget about that. Forget about this game and try to concentrate on the next set of games. Chelsea, a great performance, a great win. They needed that after last weekend's defeat, and they would be really happy. Cole Palmer, again, I would say man of the match in my opinion. He was really good, as usual, as we keep on saying every weekend, that he is the star for Chelsea. And I think if he stays fit, that's the main thing. He has to stay fit if Chelsea really want to push for that top four and really want to get into those Champions League places. That is it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game. Chelsea fans, how happy you are with that win, and how happy you are that Cole Palmer is a Chelsea player. And do you really think you can get to those, get in the Champions League places? Let me know your opinion. It is still early days, like it's just 9 games in the Premier League, but with what you have seen from Chelsea, do you think you can make those top four? And Newcastle fans, how are you feeling? Like, it's not going really good for you. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 400 subscribers before the month of October, and so please help the channel grow, and go ahead and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.